Hey guys, we're doing another one with Never Advance. This time, oh, well maybe not. Maybe we're doing one with Andy here. It looks like my opponent loaded a Corp deck. I told him I would Corp first. We're going to play a 2-game set here for League. Alright, so he made a mistake and loaded the wrong deck. We're going to do Never Advance again. Let's see if Octagon can get it right this time. Alright, here we go. This is a great start. This is exactly the sort of thing we want to see. We got another Chaos Theory to play against. And this is nice. We've got, I mean, Beal isn't ideal, but having marked accounts, or having hedge fund, pad campaign, pop-up window, caduceus is exactly the sort of thing I want to see. Alright, so here I'm going to, I think I'm actually going to install my pad campaign. Try and get a run. The hedge fund, I should be able to get off most of this ice. I mean, caduceus may or may not pay for itself, but even if he pays to beat the trace, it'll give me some time. The pop-up window obviously will pay for itself. And then some. So here I'm going to do 1 and 1. It's more important to me that I get the money. And if he steals the Beal, I really don't care. If he has to pay 9, yeah, he just let both traces fire. So good. That's a good old free run. He'll probably pay here. And hopefully, you know, there's not too many agendas on top of here before I get some ice to supplement the pop-up window. Oh, perfect. He's stealing this PSF, which should not be in the deck, I don't think. I think it should just be another character assassination. Hopefully this doesn't run out of control too much. Alright, good. Only one. And I'm glad to see that it wasn't an Astro script. But we do need to, you know, get another piece of ice. I'll res this, since he's a little bit poor. Let's install Jackson Howard. Let's use Jackson Howard. And another caduceus. Good show. Probably want to be installing that now. But, you know what? I'm just going to install another pad campaign. I don't mind. He's only on 3 money, so if he wants to continue stifling his development for random shots on the top of R&D, not a big deal. I have Jackson Howard, so he can't index me. And he's going to... So unless he's freelance coding contract here, and he is. Okay. So hopefully he doesn't have too many programs to discard. Looking like 4? 5. Okay, so that's a pretty good game he's running. Alright, Cloak, Magnum Opus, Snowball. So he's playing Cloak Dagger. Definitely pretty good against me, but Gordian Blade is a total whiff. Snowball is Cloak Dagger, if once he gets it out, is going to do a pretty good job. Caduceus breaks Caduceus for 2 and the recurring credit. Let's see if he decides to... Okay, so he's drawing another card. So I'm gonna res my other pad campaign. There's a Data Raven. Not bad, not bad. I should maybe start building a remote. Let's draw some cards first. See what we're working with here. More agendas that I don't want to see. Let's draw some more cards. There's a Vipers. Those are the good ones. Okay, so I'm gonna install a Viper on my R&D. It looks like it looks like the tagging and bagging is not going to be like really that great. So I'm gonna get rid of my breaking news, my data raven, because he's playing, you know, an Opus economy, and an account siphon. That's not good for me. What is he gonna get to break this? Is my question. Mimic. Another really good one against me. Okay. Damn. Alright, so maybe I should have been more vigilant about playing against that. I'm a little bit surprised to see Account Siphon in this sort of deck. Although I think he sort of maybe has to remove the tags. We'll see if he's floating or not. If he's floating, that's pretty bad news. Alright, at least he's like giving me some of this money back by running on my pop-up window. And it's a miss. And let's see if he removes these tags. Come on, remove the tag. That's what I want to see. Good. The optimal play is almost certainly to flip the tags for the entire game and just kill these pack campaigns now. It put me in a very, very crappy spot. Alright, so here I'm going to hedge up. This lets me put back a useful card instead of a data raven if he runs my Jackson Howard or Archives. It also lets me Alright, so yeah, now I get to, because I did that, I get to put back a hedge fund instead of a data raven. And the data raven I don't think it's particularly good here. I mean, it is unbreakable by Mimic. Maybe I'm like underrating it. A lot of people will just jack out, but I really don't want him tag floating. Last thing I want to see. Oh no, Opus. Alright, so I'm gonna like need to, you know, get my shit together and actually, you know, stop him. I'm gonna actually try and score here. Because the Opus is great. It is a great work. It's gonna make great work of me if I don't you know, do something about it soon. I have been pretty unlucky about, you know, actually getting Astro Scripts. That's a pretty good quality time. He's you know, getting his shit going, and I may be in trouble. All right, he's doing another coding contract now. We'll see exactly what sort of I mean, if he's doing Mimic, it's unlikely he's even going to install Cloak Dagger. He's probably just going to try to go for like Mimic, Corroder, and Gordian Blade as his suite in the end. Mimic, Corroder, Gordian Blade with a Magnum Opus out is pretty good against me. But if I do find like Dracos and stuff, and he doesn't have a Data Sucker, he's going to have a hard time. Yeah, Cloak Dagger, Snowball, Net Shield. Okay. I mean, he gained a lot of money, but, and probably, you know, helped his hand out a little bit. But, yeah, he's letting me score here. That's a good sign. Unfortunately, not an Astro Script, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. And hopefully, me having all this money in the first place is going to, you know, keep him. All right, Plascrete. Good. Another thing I like seeing people install against me. Character assassination. Well, I could try to score character assassination, or I could try to Jackson for, like, better cards. Maybe. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm looking for here. Sand would be great. Astroscript would help. Setting up this remote server would be pretty important. I could just, like, install stuff in this remote server, like install pop-up window Caduceus. And you know what? I think I'm going to install pop-up window Caduceus and Jackson Howard. And try and beta run. This might be a little bit overkill. Like, there's a good chance he just doesn't run it. There's a good chance he just runs HQ and steals my character assassination. But building a remote server like this that's like at least taxing for him to get through is pretty important. R&D interface, boo. Gordian Blade, boo. All right, so at least I stop him. But it won't stop him for long. I'm not in good shape. I mean, he's probably just gonna let me run it. I'll run it. I'll make him lose the click. And then I'll make him end the run. He doesn't have any clicks left, so there's no point in saving these credits. And if he's, I mean, it's not like he's gonna run into pop-up window and then not have enough money. All right, perfect. That's what we wanted. So first, should I draw two? Probably. I'll draw two. I'll use Jackson Howard to shuffle in these non-agenda cards. I'll install here. And I will install over here. Flare is one of the things that's going to keep him out of R&D eventually. And here he is drawing cards. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so now he's wasting all of his money. Alright, no whammies, guys. We've got 7 agendas left in there, so about a little less than 1 in 4. Snare, I will hit him with. Oh, I just killed him, didn't I? That was pretty lucky. Wow, just 2 accesses and both are snares. That's pretty great. Alright, that's one way to do it. Wow. Alright, let's get on to the the new one. Man, I bet that really surprised him. Just double snare. I mean, the danger of running on the 4th click is you run into a snare and then you float a tag and you let me close the counts and destroy your you know, your resources. But dang, just hitting 2 of them and dying on the spot. That's another way to do it. I was actually like, do I even pay for the snare? Yeah, I'll pay for the snare. And then the next one comes up. I'm like, very glad I paid for that first one. All right, we're now facing off with the standard Andy versus Personal Evolution. This hand is okay against Personal Evolution It does have Data Sucker, so I can like Data Sucker run, and then I can like get Mimic, and then Data Sucker plus Mimic should keep me safe from most shenanigans. I would like to have a Fairy, but and this R&D interface is probably not going to get installed, but at the very least, alright, so let's see what he's doing. He's just installed Advancing. I almost will always run this. So first, I'm going to install this. I'm going to install this. I'm going to Dirty Laundry here. Steal this. I mean, it can always be an overwriter and stuff, and then you can lose, like. But I feel like against JamesTeki, you just can't like you can't just like be afraid of everything being a trap. You have to like. I don't know. You have to be more like vigilant or diligent about running than that. Here, I'll just play my short gamble. Next turn, I want to be able to quality time to set up another rig or whatever while he's get to my account siphons. Once I get to my usual plan against personal evolution is to set up a account siphon. Like here, I'm gonna quality time, install whatever's important, like this Yogg. Actually, do I even care? Yeah, I guess I want to install the Yogg. Then I'll run what's most likely a snare. Fetal AI. Yep, I'll steal that. And then I guess I'll draw up. So this is like, I mean, a lot of people have been playing like these personal evolution decks with like not a lot of substance to them, besides, you know. So here I'm gonna try and prevent him from scoring an agenda by just account siphoning him and removing the tags. I could run here again, but if it's a fetal AI, I'm in danger of dying to like either. I could die to say, you know, double Nor. I guess he only has 2 credits, so he couldn't really double Nor on me. But if I ran and I hit a fetal AI, or he'd only need a single neural if I remove the tags. So it could be like a little bit messy. It's not what I want to see. All right, here I'm gonna be running his remotes. First, I'll run the snare. I'm gonna keep him off money. I'm gonna draw. We'll draw, and we'll remove the tag. And then now I can like safely run over here. I'm going to want to install Corroder first and draw another card. And I'll draw another card. All of these icebreakers are likely useless because he's playing like some sort of like do nothing, like no ice sort of deal. I'm gonna assume this isn't a snare, because if it were a snare, he would have, he wouldn't have played it on less than 4 credits. So I'm gonna run there first. I'll trash this Ronin. That could be a snare. So I'm gonna draw, and play this same old thing. I really don't want to hit that if it's a snare. But we'll find out soon enough. Hopefully it's not profiteering. Alright, so he's only advancing it one time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to account siphon him, remove the tags, and then run this. Well, I guess I'll run there first. Alright, so I still have one tag, but he has 0 credit, so unless he goes like... Yeah, there's no way he can kill me with Scorched Earth here. So I'm okay floating the tag for the one turn or whatever. Here, I could run R&D. I could run the discard. But first I'm going to draw a card. There's a Mimic, I need that. So I'm actually going to remove the tag, draw another card, and play my Mimic. And now I am fully set up. Basically all ice is now a waste of time for him. My hand is my life total. And I won't be installing basically anything else. Infiltration is a nice one, but I think I'm just going to keep him R&D locked. He's got 3 credits. I wouldn't be surprised to see, I guess, okay, so now he's just drawing a lot of cards, I guess. He's looking for some sort of economy. I'm going to start running Centrals now. This is why it's important, I think, to run JamesTeki. You can't let them just sit around on their traps. If they install advance something and then they advance it again, you're basically stuck either infiltrating or guessing whether it's a Ronin or an Overwriter or a Junebug, and I don't like having to play that guessing game. And the only really safe way to avoid it is to just run here. Alright, so I'm going to run, I think, R&D first. There's a Neural. Then I'm going to run the discard. He can't, he can't deal more than 2 damage out of the discard. Alright, that's fine. I'll draw a card. And what to do with this last click? I don't really want to run HQ. Well, let's see. He can't actually kill me with very many, snare options. I think I'm actually going to just run HQ. Even if I hit a snare and he pays for it, he's going to need, Beanstalk Scorched Earth to kill me. Do I even want to risk that? I probably just don't. Because, what's the point? I'm up 5-0. I still, like to set up my breakers and stuff. despite the fact that he's like doing basically nothing. Okay, so he does have Scorched Earth. Good to know. He does have Scorched Earth. He does have Snare. And now he's got 10 money, or he's got 8 money, I guess. He decided not to show me the rest. So Neural, False, Snare, Scorched. So what's the other card? It doesn't really make a difference to me. I'm just gonna be, you know, just like R&D locking him now. The last card that he's not showing me is probably like some sort of filthy trap. Interesting. I'm trying to think, like, what would be the card he doesn't want to show me? Janice, maybe? Alright, that's the game. Thanks for watching, guys.